Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention? I'd like to thank everybody for coming today to acknowledge and celebrate our women's Division I state championship. Now, what a lot of people do not know is that this is, when we say team effort, it's a collective city team effort. And a lot of things happen that aren't necessarily within this school. And it starts with the mayor. And then it goes to the superintendent, the school committee, the athletic director of the city. And it all funnels down to us to give us the opportunity to gain such recognition and to accomplish such lofty goals. So on behalf of the school, the team, and all of our athletic departments, I'd like to thank Mayor Sarno, I'd like to thank Superintendent Warwick, I'd like to thank Athletic Director Early, and everybody else that has played a part into these young ladies' success. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We also thank you for being present at most, if not all, of the games. So it means a lot more than you think it does, and I know it does to the girls, it does to the families, and as a resident of Springfield, it does to me as a resident too. So thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Let me take the mask off here. First of all, to Mr. Central himself, I understand he rides a bike around school now.
In about 15 minutes.
He's on a schedule. He's on a schedule there. And of course, the superintendent, Dan Warwick, we really enjoy being in a lot of the games. I know Dan and Vice Chair Chris Collins were able to make some of the state games. I was here. It was great having that triple-double header, boys and young ladies and young men playing, and the sweeps that you made there. Unfortunately, my schedule didn't permit me to be there, but we were following you, and I was following that championship game when they started to make the run and you pulled up 43 to 40 over Andover. And the Coach Anderson, goes around the whole squad and the AD Early, tremendous job. And I always say about Central, it is true, you are the home of scholars and champions. And I'm so proud of you young ladies, both on and off the court, because you're excelling not only on the court, but off the court too. And I remember, Tad, you told me a few years ago, Julie Bahati, keep your eye on her. She was a freshman at the time, and has really excelled. Amani and all the girls that are here, finger roll there, Sydney Dodds. And I wanted to point out, last game here, when you got a little foul trouble, she really picked up the slack there. Defensively, some rebounds, scored some hoops, kept everything intact, and I call her Flash right here. She's so quick at it. So I have here, well, first of all, in case you missed it, Coach, they had some beautiful photo shots in the paper, The Republican today. So I want you to have that. And I know sometimes I'll send you little notes, and I do that because I want to let you know a lot of times the media always hear about negativity, especially about our kids in Springfield. We have good kids of all creed, color, and background. And I want to let you know, we're watching, and we appreciate when good things are happening, just to say, hey, thank you, and continued success and good luck. And I also have, we got a little surprise after, but I have citations. Now, in a couple of them, I think some of the spellings are wrong. We will correct those, but let me do the proclamation first, then we'll do the citations, and then I have a special surprise. So, Coach, you want to come on up? AD, Chad, come on up here. Come on. You're the principal of school, am I right? You are Mr. Central. Where's AD Worthy? Wait a minute, Vice Principal, you are worthy. You are worthy. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up. That was corny, I know, but I'm not going to be able to laugh at myself too. So we have here City of Springfield, Massachusetts Mayor Domenic Sarno on the Basketball Hall of Fame. Proclamation be it known that the City of Springfield, Massachusetts hereby extends congratulations to the Central High School girls basketball in recognition of winning the 2022 MIAA Division I State Championship. And whereas the Central High School Golden Eagles girls basketball team are champions once again after defeating Andover 43-40 at the Saugus Center in Lowell, Massachusetts. And whereas the city of Springfield is proud to join with Superintendent Dan Warwick, Principal Tad Tokar, Athletic Director Dwayne Early, Coach James G., and all the faculty, teachers, parents, students, coaches, and players, as we honor and recognize the Central High School Golden Eagles basketball team on winning the 2022 MIAA Division I State Championship to celebrate all their accomplishments both on and off the court. Be it further known that I, Domenic J. Sarno, Mayor of the City of Springfield, do hereby, on behalf of the residents of our great city, extend best wishes and continued success on a job well done. Therefore, I, Domenic J. Sarno, Mayor of the City of Springfield, do hereby proclaim Thursday, March 24th, 2022, as Central High School Girls Basketball Day in the great city of Springfield. I strongly encourage every resident to join me in congratulating the incredible efforts of the faculty, students, Central High School, especially the girls basketball team, on being champions for the court. And I hand roll here, just tremendous, so proud of you all, good health, continued success both on and off the court, and God bless. Coach, we're talking about yeah. Put it in there. It's your accomplishments on and off the court, the key to the city. Now those keys to the city have been given out to everyone from Bishop Tutu, Rita Moreno. I can go on and on. Some famous people that are known throughout the country and the world. And it's important that we realize local excellence. And two have only been given out to schools, both here at Central. The boys football team and the girls basketball team.
It was such a fun time. Mayor and I and some of the school committee members came and watched you play, and you were a true pleasure to watch, the way you play as a team. And since Nolan Richardson, and you probably don't remember that, at Arkansas, they called it 40 minutes of 80s because they played such great defense the whole game. I haven't seen a team play team defense, hustle through the whole game like you did, and it was such a pleasure to watch it. You know, and I think you do deserve a big round of applause.
You like running those lines, huh? That's the line. It pays dividends in Superintendent City for endurance.
And that's why in the second half, you wore teams down. But it was your great defense and the way you play as a team. So we were just so proud of you. But what we're more proud of is how well everyone's doing academically. And we want you to pursue the academics. And that's why the mayor and I are always so proud of Central being called the home of scholars and champions. And that's what we're really proud of. We want you to stay with the academics too and be a success. But across the state, a lot of times, Springfield, the people in Boston that run the state don't even know where Springfield is or that Springfield exists. And a few years ago, our athletic director, Dwayne Early and I, were at a game, and as we were going in, they said it was Springfield Central, and they said, "Where's Springfield? We never heard of Central." Well, with all these state champions you've been winning, they've heard of Central now, and they don't want to play Central. Keep up the great work. And you know what? It's the whole building here, how everyone gets behind it. The staff does such a great job. Our coaches and our principal and his administrative team, Tad Tokar, second to none anywhere. Oh, so proud of you. And I was just as proud of your graduation rate as I was of the state championship, because we want to see you be successful in life, and that's what you need to succeed. So keep up the great work, and we're very, very proud of you. And from the school committee, we did a proclamation, recognize you winning the Division I state championship. So congratulations on that. Keep up the great work. And we'll see you at graduation.
Ladies, I'll keep it short, but I just want to let you guys know that on behalf of the school department, the mayor's office, extremely proud of you guys. You guys made history. first statewide Division I girls basketball champions. That's gonna go down in the books forever. They can't ever take that away from you. As they spoke on, you guys play defense like no other. That jumps out the board, and that's why you hung on Sunday. It's because that's how you started out the first quarter. All right, and then like I spoke with James G. We kind of brought it in. We brought it in on the runway. No seatbelts. We just gonna land this thing. But you guys pulled it out. You guys play as a team. The camaraderie. You guys love each other. It's a proud thing to see. You made the city proud. And again, just like I said, on behalf of the athletic department, keep doing what you're doing in the classroom and just keep keeping on. Good job.
Was he ever at a loss for words on the court?
I'd like to thank everybody, the mayor, superintendent, athletic director, early administration, coaching staff, we have coach staff, and absolutely young ladies. It was a up and down season for the young ladies, not knowing if the season would continue on due to COVID, postponed for 30 days, and then having to show up and play a big time national team with 3 days of preparation, and 3 days of practice, no chemistry, conditioning, have reset the season, and seeing the girls go out there and compete against UConn Commit and other Division I girls, and just keep working hard. And I think after that game, seeing them just still continue on, didn't rattle them, didn't shake them, they continued playing. I think we knew we had something special there at that point. And then we were allowed to go to New York and play in the world famous Gaucho's Gym in the Bronx and play a strong St. Mary's team, national team. And the girls trailed by 20 points at halftime almost. And then throughout the game, still trailed. In the last couple of minutes, we were put out and went by 4 points. And I think in that game, they really started to trust each other even more, and believe in hard work and sticking together, and knowing that just keep playing to the buzzer sounds. And I think that kind of set up a lot of lights and bells for a lot of girls. And that kind of helped with our playoff run as well, because there were times in our state playoff run we fell behind 10 points, 11 points in the game at halftime, and it looked so well from the from the audience or fan base. But we knew going in at halftime, coming back out, that we had it. And the girls were always positive and locked into each other and believed in each other, and knew that if we outworked the team, that we'd always come out on top. So with their hard work and dedication leading to the championship game. We had jumped out, all week in practice. Coach Mike and I and all the coaches were talking, and they were just like bullets ready to let out the cage. So we didn't really have to overcoach them really. They were just ready to go all week, just this big, energy. And the start of that first quarter, it was just like, let them go. And they just went wild and I think anyone would know what hit them. From that point forward, got some foul trouble second quarter, and it was more about managing it and them staying disciplined and just sticking to the game plan, executing, and through their perseverance and going through some of the things they went through throughout the season, helping them become the champions. So I'm very proud of them.
It was a great season. We wanted this since day one, so we fought hard all season to get where we are now.
I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, and next year I know y'all are going to go kick some more butt, and after this season there should be more motivation. And yeah, we've been working hard for this ever since y'all's freshman year, our sophomore year with Minnesota. I'm just proud of y'all, and this is going to forever be a memory.
Yeah, so the news is on, the news